Want to go to? That's the LA River. Hey everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name's Indigo.
And my name is Crew.
And today we're going to be talking about the new hero for Heroes of the Storm, Fenix, the Dragoon.
We're going to give you a super quick rundown of his abilities and then give you our opinions about what we think the hero is going to be and what we don't think the hero is going to be. So bear with us while we get through this for those of you that haven't seen the intro video. His passive, Fenix has shields that regenerate out of combat. If he takes damage, it resets the delay, so he has to wait longer if he takes damage.
Plasma Cutter, it is a laser beam that goes in a circle around him twice. You can actually choose what diameter it's at.
His W switches his auto attack from Repeater Cannon to Phase Bomb. Repeater Cannon is a shorter range, lower damage, but higher attack speed auto attack. Phase Bomb is a longer range, slower attack speed, and AoE damage auto attack. So just kind of swapping between those two things is the job of the W key.
E is the Warp, which is a small teleportation. It has a short channel at the very beginning, and supposedly your enemies can't see where you're going to be landing.
Purification is Fenix's first ult option. You scan in a wide arc. Any enemy that's caught in the scan is locked onto. And after a brief delay, you fire 5 rounds really rapidly at every locked on target. It does additional damage to slowed enemies, and it looks really fucking cool.
Phoenix's second ult is Planet Cracker, which is a straight beam that goes across the entire map and does a bunch of damage.
It also hits our intro. Okay, now that we're done with that, very clearly fake exhaustion, we can talk about what we think about the hero. It's a ranged assassin, kind of obviously based on his talents. He's very sustain focused. I don't think he has a lot of burst outside of his ults, obviously. And I think he's going to be not very good in lower ranks. I think his mechanics are too complicated for kind of bronze, silver, like us people, to kind of grasp what to do and when, and like, okay, let me give a specific example. Plasma Cutter is, I think, depending on the numbers, a really good ability, but it requires you to chase to do damage. And I think while you could maybe use it in a team fight, it's probably not something you want to use on cooldown in team fight situations, just because you have to put yourself out of position to use it. Like think of Vala, she just has to stay within like auto attack range. But with this, if you use it and you like maybe click too close to yourself, you don't use it at max range, you could potentially have to position yourself really close to the enemy in order to damage
or
them.
waste the ability.
Or waste the ability.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he's going to be good at wave clear, because I can imagine the Plasma Cutter, like close range, right? Get in the middle of all of them, laser everyone.
I think it's going to take some getting used to, right? Because I don't think you're going to be able to cleave the whole wave with it. But I think depending on the AoE percentage damage, I don't know if it's 100% or if it's reduced if you're not the primary target, but that combined with the Plasma Cutter should probably clear a wave like pretty soon, right?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think he has a lot of potential. I mean, we haven't gotten a chance to play him. I think he might be good at destroying, like his range might be a little bit out of the tower range. So being able to hit both towers would be really great.
I don't think Plasma Cutter is going to be outside of tower range, but maybe Phase Bomb. Maybe his long range primary attack will be outside of tower range, which would be really cool. The other thing, I don't think a lot of people at lower ranks are going to be able to swap between the two auto attacks.
I mean, I am a low rank, but I think that's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
like,
and I mean, all that's to say, I think maybe he's going to get a lot of flack from people because I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to play him as effectively as you'd expect. But I think he's going to be super fun to watch and competitive, or super fun to watch just kind of like on YouTube where people.
Sure, I'm also curious if there's like a cooldown on how often you can switch back and forth.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
Yeah, because that would be another like key thing of like hitting W, close range, oh crap, there's someone far away I can hit, like Tracer's running in, long range, hitter, and then immediately switch back to close range.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know that, but I think that has a lot of potential.
Yeah, if it, like, I think the difference between like half a second and 3 seconds for that one ability is probably a lot, right? Like,
oh yeah.
That's like the difference between making that ability super awesome useful or just like kind of normal useful.
I think Planet Cracker has a lot more potential than Purification. Really? Yeah, and the reason for that is that one, you have to scan the enemies.
Okay.
Right? And from all of the situations, we saw them in one spot.
Hey, Steve, should I stay here?
Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We didn't see that it was a movement and the enemies also moving and then you could move with them.
Sure.
So, like, if they scan and then exit out of that scan area, are they still going to be hit?
That's what, from what they were saying with their mouths, that's what I understood.
Yeah, we didn't see it
We didn't
visually.
see it happen, but that's what they said.
I can see it being really great.
It said
as
once you're locked on, you get hit.
and that could be really good. Like, but you're also stopping yourself and scanning and then hitting them.
I think
so.
that
If they kill you
if
in
you're-
that meantime, it doesn't matter.
If you're in a team fight situation and you have like a tank to back you up, and you can get close enough to sweep the whole team and then just warp.
Sure.
Oh, does warp interrupt the ult? Can you scan and then immediately warp and still get all 5 shots on all of your locked targets?
What makes more sense though? There being a team fight and you being a ranged assassin and being back and planet cracking through the team fight so that it either splits the enemy team into 2 and you can fight them off individually, or sweeping.
What you're asking what makes more sense, I'm going to answer that question with it depends on the damage. So Planet Cracker's infinite range but not a lot of damage, and Purification is very limited range but insane damage, especially if it gets the slowed buff. I'd take Purification any day of the week. Because
Yeah,
that can end a team fight. If it has enough damage
It
to
could.
end a team fight,
I think it
I'd
also
take it.
puts you in way more danger.
Yeah, which is cool. High risk, high reward. I'm into it.
I don't know.
Those are the kinds of assassins that
we're
make
also
plays.
we're also assuming that.
Yeah.
We don't know that because from what I remember, Planet Cracker
Not
did.
only am I assuming
Oh,
that, that's what I want. I want
Planet
Planet Cracker to be low risk, like
Is it low risk though? I don't think it is.
you stand in base.
You
and
can-
just use it from across
You
the
can
map.
stand in base, but the issue with that is you stand in base and have to visually see them. It takes time for you to charge up and shoot. Like there's so much to it that like I think that
So you
it's
think
also
people
going to
are
be
gonna
high
take
damage.
Planet Cracker and then just like run into a team fight and just like point blank like meh.
No, I think that it's going to be
Or
a
they're
lot
gonna
of,
pair with a global visibility.
look at the long range ults. Look at the Lieutenant Morales, not Lieutenant Sergeant Hammer. Look at Sergeant Hammer's infinite range missile. That does a ton of damage. I mean, that has infinite range and can be cast from the base. Can be cast anywhere.
The difference between that is that one is visible to your enemies on the minimap and has a travel time. It didn't look like Planet Cracker had a travel time. It looked like it was just on, laser on, and it just, every part of the map that it would hit gets hit at the same time. That's what it looked like.
I think it, and then it's on. Like I think it does start at one point and then it goes.
That's not what I saw. If you, look, we'll put the footage up and you can tell us in the comments. What do you think? Do you think this ult hits everything in its range at once, or do you think that it progresses through its range and hits everything gradually? Also, what do you think about Fenix? Are you excited for Fenix? Do you think he's dumb? Do you play tank like me and just want to kill him in games over and over again to make people mad because they don't know how to play him yet?
I'm looking forward to you just getting destroyed by Phoenix.
I'm
now.
never going to get destroyed. I never die in Heroes of the Storm. I've never once taken damage in Heroes of the Storm. Hit the like button if you believe me. Hit the dislike button if you...
No. Hit
No.
the dislike button if you believe him. Hit the like button if you disbelieve
That's what I
him.
meant to say.
If you believe me.
Hit the subscribe button to help us out. We really appreciate that. Also hit the little notification icon to get notified whenever we post new content. I'm Krug. You can get me at KrugQT on Twitter.
I'm Indigo, and you can get me on Twitter at IndigoQT, and you can get a hold of both of us at _QueueTimes. We're out. Bye, guys.
You didn't say the name of the show. We've been GameGorgon. We'll see you guys tomorrow.